Game Time is brought to you in part by Good Success Christian Church and Ministries, a purpose-driven church where they want you to experience the love and love the experience. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Game Time Game of the Week between the Dunbar Crimson Tide and the Roosevelt Roughriders.
Wait, what's up?
It's been the game that you all have been waiting for. Potential game, not only of the week, but of the year. Dunbar's won the toss and they have elected to defer to the second half. So Roosevelt,
shout out to the alumni from the opening kickoff and the 80s. They in the building.
Appreciate you guys tuning in right here to TSDN. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Want to get as many people as we can.
To the right-hand side.
Watch some DCIAA football.
Also on the back side, you have your concession stand.
Definitely should be a good one.
Delicious food.
Definitely should be a good one.
We cannot have no one on the gate unless you are a staff member. Please have a seat. Also remember to keep your mask
Dunbar
on.
set to kick off.
If you're actively eating or drinking.
Back to receive for the Rough Riders. It'll be number 2, Antonio Wilkins, who's been a dominant returner throughout this year. And we're set to get this one underway.
And we're ready to rock.
If you guys are ready, let me see it in the comments
as
we get this one underway. And we are underway.
Kick is over.
It'll be a short kick. It'll be Wilkins set to return. Oh, it's on the ground. And it'll be recovered by the Rough Riders.
And Roosevelt retains the ball.
Oh, that could have been scary for the Rough Riders. Luckily for them. Scary for the Rough Riders. Antonio Wilkins, haven't seen much him coughing it up. But nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line for Curry Burns Jr. and his Roosevelt offense. They'll send Pratt in motion, and that'll be encroachment. Charge to the Crimson Tide.
You know what? The first play.
Coming into this game, I said that would be the difference for the Crimson Tide, as that will be called against them. Crimson Tide commit too many penalties for my liking. So
one thing about you will get on my nerves.
If they want to come out with a homecoming day victory,
Roosevelt 1st and
they got to eliminate those penalties. So it'll be 1st and 5 for Burns. He'll be joined in the backfield by Pratt. And he'll send Wilkins in motion. There's a snap. They'll hand it to Pratt.
Hand up,
Dunbar's front foot is all out.
To go.
That'll be number 11, Tristan Waters on the tackle. Looks like even a loss of about 1. It's a good job by Dunbar. Coming into this one, I think if Roosevelt is going to win this one as they are on offense, I think they have to establish Pratt early and keep Curry Burns Jr. on his feet.
Quarterback drop back.
And they'll get Wilkins in space. Oh, that's a good block. Williams, good tackle. Good tackle in the open field by number 5, Mike Brown.
Roosevelt with a couple of yards on the game right there. Third down for the Roosevelt Roughriders.
Brown tied for the league lead with 4 interceptions. Coming up and making a real good tackle from the free safety spot. That'll bring up this is a big 3rd down.
Please keep the breezeway clear. Please keep the breezeway clear.
3rd down and looks like a short 3 for the Rough Riders. Looks like they're trying to get Dunbar to jump. Dunbar, good discipline. Burns will call an audible. It's a snap now.
Quarterback drop back.
Keep it on the ground. Finds Page. Page makes a move, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Short, 4th and short, 4th and short.
Oh no, they didn't give him the spot. That doesn't look like a good spot in my opinion. Looks like Page, in my opinion, looks like he picked up a 1st down, but it'll be
4th down.
It'll be 4th and a long 1. Looks like even 4th and
Please keep the breezeway clear. Go to the left or the right. Have a seat. Enjoy yourself. For the star-studded event.
Looks like they're going to sneak it with.
Oh my goodness. He got and that looks like the 2nd third. Moves him. 1st down.
Good second effort right there by Burns, and he'll pick up a 1st down. That was huge for this opening drive for Roosevelt.
And Roosevelt moves the chains with the good quarterback sneak with the 2nd effort.
And they'll go right to the line as Roosevelt has adopted this no-huddle offense this year, 2021. with former DCIAA quarterback Bobby Enoch at the helm, calling the offense for this Roosevelt team. And then snap, they'll hand it to Pratt.
Hey, he's wrapped up.
And Pratt will get next to nothing.
Oh, extracurricular activity going on, but I don't see a piece of laundry.
Pratt will get next to nothing. Looks like a gain of about 1.
Second down for the Rough Riders.
We're gonna bring up second down and 9. Roosevelt now comes out to empty as Pratt will exit the game. See if they try to get Wilkins in space. Wilkins is lined up in the slot to the right of the offense. Let's see if they try to get Wilkins in space.
Do something early.
It's a snap under pressure, and it is caught. That'll be number 14
for a good yard
for Roosevelt on the reception, and that'll be close to a first down. Good job by Burns. Hit the hot target.
Please clear the breezeway. Please clear the breezeway.
That'll bring up another third and short.
Back to the concession stand you go.
That'll bring up another third and short for Roosevelt. Let's see if they try to get Dunbar to jump as they did earlier. There's a snap. Looks like they will try to get Wilkins in space this time. He's dangerous in space, and that'll be a first down Crimson.
And a great fall tackle by Dunbar Crimson Tide.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Brings up a first down for the Rough Riders.
That's a great play call right there. Antonio Wilkins, one of the more elusive players in the league. Definitely want to get him in space. It's a good play call right there. And that'll be first down yardage for Roosevelt. Again, they're out in the empty set with bunch trips to the right. Pratt will motion back into the backfield. See if they hand it to Pratt. Nope, they don't. Oh, that is incomplete. Is that a live ball? No, the whistle is blown.
Incomplete pass.
Pass falls incomplete.
Looks like he got the popcorn in those fingers.
In and out of the hands of Edwards.
Maybe nachos.
It's no excuse. Edwards has to come up with that pass. It's no excuse. In a game like this, mistakes like drop passes, false starts, encroachment, things that you can control as a player, you got to eliminate those things. It's not going to cut it.
Quarterback drop back.
There's a snap, and it'll be Pratt.
A host of Crimson Tide tackle right there. Brings up a third down for Rough Riders.
As you all hear the PA announcer, that'll bring up third down. Pratt looks like a gain of about 6.
Welcome on, my alumni.
Pratt looks like a gain of about 6.
I hear you shout your glass out. I got you.
Brings up third and long. 3rd and 8 to be exact for the Rough Riders. If Dunbar's able to get off the field here, this will be a great job by their defense. One thing I said, if Roosevelt is able to control the time possession, that'll be to their favor. But if Dunbar is able to get on the field, that'll be huge. Burns is going to keep it himself. Great decision, and he'll slide, and I think that is enough for a first down.
First down.
First down, Roosevelt. Again, great decision by Kerry Burns Jr. That's the difference between a good quarterback and a great quarterback. Knowing when to pull the ball down and take it yourself, and just good decision making. And that's what Burns did right there. And that'll be another encroachment penalty charge to the Crimson Tide. For everyone who's been subscribed to TSDN for at least this season, you guys know before I say what I'm getting ready to say. Penalties. You can't win football games with committing stupid penalties. I've said it all year. You're not going to win football games like that. These stupid mental error penalties like false starts and encroachment penalties, you got to eliminate those. This game could decide the #1 seed in the Stars division. Can't have penalties like that. Nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 5. It's a snap. It'll be a toss to Pratt. Good Pratt outside. And he'll be tackled. Looks like a gain of about 10, and that'll be another first down for the Rough Riders. Rough Riders with a great drive going here. Rough Riders with a great drive going here. And they'll go right to the line. Again, this no huddle is one thing I think may slow down this Dunbar rushing attack. And it'll be Pratt right up the middle. John Pratt, touchdown, Crimson Tide. Excuse me, touchdown, Rough Riders. John Pratt, the DCIAA leading rusher, makes his presence felt. Touchdown, Theodore Roosevelt. That was a great opening drive for Roosevelt. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to take up almost half of the first quarter and end it with points. I don't think, for Roosevelt in his opening drive, I don't think you can really get much better than that, especially against this Dunbar team who has an explosive offense with themselves. I don't think you can get much better than that. And that extra point attempt will be good. And after the Rough Rider touchdown, they'll get set to kick off. Great opening drives, 12-play, 56-yard drive. And Pratt ends it with a touchdown. They lead 7-0. That was huge. I don't think you can get much better than that. And the Rough Riders will get set to kick off. It'll be a short kick. It'll be Mike Brown Jr. with an opportunity on the return. And he will be tackled. That'll be number 3, Jamal Edwards, running down on the kickoff team, making a tackle. Great job right there by Edwards. Penalty is enforced against Dunbar. And that'll push them back to the 10, to their own 10-yard line. And that's with Jabril Scott in this Dunbar offensive takeover. It's a snap. Scott will drop back under heavy pressure. And it's almost intercepted. That was number 23.
All over that play.
Marcus Cunningham. Looks like they were trying to get a screen to Harvin. Cunningham had it scouted really well. And that'll bring up second down for the Crimson Tide. Ooh, I'll tell you this. Jabril Scott has done a great job this season taking care of the football. 10 touchdowns to 0.
Reintroduce myself. My name is. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name.
Again, Jabril Scott has done a great job taking care of the ball. 10 touchdowns to 0 interceptions, but he's lucky that one wasn't picked off. It'll be second down. Scott will drop back. He's going to take a shot. Has a man. And it is in and out of the hands of Brown.
You get that one right there. That's a crib.
Mike Brown Jr. with the pass was a bit overthrown, but I still would like to see Brown come up with that one. Maybe lay out. I mean, you got to bail your quarterback out, especially in a game of this caliber. Got to come up with that one somehow, some way.
3rd and 10 to be correct.
When I was a kid, especially even playing out in the backyard, the OGs would tell us if it's in arm's length, you can catch it. So no excuse right there for Brown. Got to come up with that one. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Crimson Tide. Surprised to see them not hand it to Harvin
Crimson Tide looking like they're
or Jaleel Smith so far.
Quarterback drops back looking.
Scott
looking
again. And whoa, that'll be, that's an easy penalty. Oh, wow.
No flag.
Wow, I thought that might have been.
Keeping the laundry together today, I see.
Unnecessary roughness. That ball was well uncatchable.
Brings up a
And
full
Phillips
down
with a
for
big
the
hit
Tide.
on Brown. No penalty called, and Dunbar sent on the punting unit. Great job by Roosevelt in the opening drive. Opening defensive drive,
like
forcing a 3 and out.
Team is taking the field.
I don't think Coach Chris can ask more of his defense against a very lethal Dunbar offense. I'm surprised to see Dunbar not hand it to Daquan Harvin, the second leading rusher in DCIAA, 11 touchdowns to lead the league. Very surprising to see them come out throwing the ball. Looks like we have a timeout.
Timeout, Crimson Tide.
So it'll be timeout will come with 6:59 left in the first quarter. Crimson Tide will send on the punting unit. It'll be number 4, Elijah Starkey, set to punt it away. Back to receive. In my opinion, the best return man so far in DCIAA, Antonio Wilkins. Back to receive. And the punt is away. And they will give Wilkins an opportunity, and he's going to make him pay. 10-5 touchdown, Antonio Wilkins. Roosevelt has come out of the gates absolutely unconscious. Touchdown, Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Ooh, Roosevelt makes noise.
Quick.
And they'll bring on the extra point team. Snap, hold, and looks like the extra point
It's good.
And that's with 6:48 left, it is 14-0 Roosevelt. And after the Wilkins punt return, oh, they're gonna onside, and it'll be recovered by Dunbar. Luckily for them, I'm not even mad at that. You're already up 14-0. Why not put your offense back on the field?
Rose with the
Dunbar
try to get a quick onside, but
Dunbar's able to recover.
Looking.
Scott is going to take a shot. He has Starkey, and it is caught.
What a good catch.
Great strong catch right there by Starkey. That's exactly what the Crimson Tide needed. It looks like they're going to go right to the line. That was a much-needed play right there by the Crimson Tide.
I just switched. Two, yeah. Great catch, great throw. Ball on the move.
That was a much
6:32 remaining in the first quarter.
That was a much needed play. They needed that. Looks like we may have a delay of game penalty after the big play. That would not be good if this is against Dunbar. Looks like the officials not even pick it up. Looks like they're gonna wave it off.
Waved off. Told you laundry is only on Sundays. You try early on a Saturday.
No, that should be 1st and 10 for the Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide.
Ball is right at the 25-yard line.
6 and some change remaining.
I think Dunbar definitely needs to get in the end zone here. It'll be Scott at the helm. He'll be joined in the backfield by Harvin. Let's see if they hand it off to Harvin. Having a heck of a season. Nope, they actually do now, but Harvin's open in the flats. No, he's going to take a shot, and he absolutely missed it. Scott has to make that throw.
Crimson Tide looking
looks like Scott took a hit.
Pass by the quarterback. Back.
Looks like number 50, Isaiah Minder. Isaiah Minder was able to get a hit on him. But Brown was wide open. Again, I'm surprised to see them not hand it to Harvin yet. I'm more so confused. As Sakai Frost now enters the game. And they're going to keep it in the hands. Scott under pressure. He's going to throw and passes short.
Incomplete.
And that'll bring up 3rd down. I'm not sure. I don't know what. Looks like we have a timeout. Timeout, Roosevelt.
And looks like a timeout by the Rough Riders.
Timeout comes with 5:49 left in the first quarter. After the Roosevelt timeout, it'll be 3rd and long. Ball spotted at the 25 for the Crimson Tide. Let's see if they hand it off to Hart, but no, they got to go to the end now.
Back, looking.
Scott will look. He'll find Brown. And Brown makes a couple people miss. 5 touchdown.
The referee has a call.
But wait, we do have some laundry on the field. Let's see what the officials call is. And it is against. It's against the Rough Riders, and that is a touchdown for the Crimson Tide.
Let's go.
Mike Brown Jr. on the reception, touchdown Crimson Tide. Much needed touchdown by the Tide. Number 2, Mike Brown on the reception. That'll be Jabril Scott's 11th touchdown of the year. As the Crimson Tide will send out the extra point team. Extra point is good. Great kicking by both
Great
teams.
kick, and it's up and it's good. And we got a 14-7 contest.
As you guys heard the PA announcer with 5:39, it is 14-7. After the Dunbar touchdown, he'll get set to kick off.
Good catch, and he's moving.
It'll be Winston Page on the return. Winston Page with some room. And Winston Page is out to the 50. That's a great
And it
return
looks
right
like
there by
Laundry on the
Page.
field again.
Looks like that one may be coming back. Let's see what
Get
the
the call from the
officials call
referee.
is.
One moment.
See what the officials call is. That one will be charged to the Rough Riders.
Kick return team.
And that'll eliminate that big return by
Fans are
Page.
furious. Want to know why no flags been thrown on the Rough Riders? Roosevelt takes over first down.
And Roosevelt's offense will start their second drive. Found the end zone on a Pratt touchdown. It'll be Burns in the shotgun, joining the backfield by Pratt, who we saw earlier with that touchdown. 3 receivers to his right. Winston Page matched up with Brown, and they'll hand it to Pratt. John Pratt. Oh, that's a good tackle right there by Brown. Not before Pratt picked up a gain of about 6.
Tackled by a couple of crystal tag.
That's a great. Again, if I'm Roosevelt, if you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram, I mentioned it earlier today. If I'm Roosevelt, I want to establish Juan Pratt early. I want to establish my DCIAA leading rusher early in this one. Get him going. It'll be an empty set. Looks like Roosevelt trying to go on a hard count. Not mad at that. This time, Berryman will motion into the backfield. Looks like Dunbar's thinking about sending some pressure. There's the snap. They're handed to Berryman. Berryman right up the gut. And that'll be enough for a Roosevelt first down.
Looks like he gets up a little wobbly.
That'll be a first down. Roosevelt.
Got like Roosevelt Rough Rider down.
We have an injured player on the play. It'll be an official timeout. After the injured player is able to make it off the field, it'll be 1st and 10 after the Berryman first down run. Again, looks like Roosevelt on a hard count. This snap. Looks like a bit of confusion. Gonna take a shot. Pass is overthrown. He was looking for Wilkins. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up a 2nd down.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Pass was a bit high. More than a bit high. Pass was a bit behind.
The course attack, I'm just telling you. Great defense, watch the ball.
I think one thing that's going to come into play here
up 14
is this hard count that
is snap.
Burns looks like they're trying to set up a screen to Pratt. Pratt on the reception. Dunbar reads it pretty well, and that'll be
definitely have potential. Definitely look at
gain of about 7.
Seen it coming.
It'll be 3rd down and 6 after the screen play.
Let's fast chain. Let's go defense. Let's go.
It's snap. Looks like they're trying to get Wilkins in space. And that'll be a 1st down, Roosevelt.
I guess they are never going to see that.
It'll be another 1st down, Roosevelt.
Nope, sorry, 1st down, Roosevelt.
I mean, that's a great play call right there. You want to get Wilkins in space. One of the more elusive players in DCIAA. Great job as Roosevelt goes right to the line. Looks like they're trying to get Dunbar. Trying to catch Dunbar sleeping. There's the snap.
Looking, quarterback looking.
And it'll be incomplete or thrown away.
Brings up a 2nd down for the Rough Riders.
Looks like they're moving a little too
3
fast.
minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
As you guys heard the PA announce, we have 3 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 14-7, Roosevelt over Dunbar. Roosevelt came out firing on all cylinders, trying to put more points on the board. It'll be Burns on a hard count. Dunbar plays discipline. Burns calling an audible.
Roosevelt looking to the sideline to get a call.
Motion Pratt to the other side.
Up to something.
Here's the snap. They'll hand it to Pratt. Pratt off tackle. One Pratt with another big one. First down. Roosevelt. I said it and I'll say it again. If Roosevelt, and looks like they have done that, what they wanted to do
down the field.
On that 18-yard run, Roosevelt has established a run. Dunbar's going to have to do something, as it'll be a toss this time to Pratt. Pratt outside. And looks like they may have some flags on the field.
Holding on the offense, that'll bring that play back.
Yes, we do have holding. It'll be charged against Rough Riders, as you all heard the PA announcer call. Looks like they got Phillips.
Right now, Rough Riders back for their.
Looks like they got Phillips on the outside on the hold. And that'll push them back. That'll eliminate that big run right there by Pratt. But again, from Roosevelt, I'm doing exactly what I want to do. I wanted to establish the run, and I have done that. Pratt already with a touchdown. As we have a QB change, number 4, Khalil Wilkins, coming into the game. Though Burns the starter, Khalil Wilkins, trust me when I tell you, is going to be a great quarterback for this Roosevelt team. And he comes in firing, finds Wilkins, and Wilkins will get out of bounds. That's a Wilkins to Wilkins connection, no relation. And that'll be a gain of about 3. As Roosevelt comes out in the empty set, what I would not be surprised, I wouldn't be surprised to see.
With a quarterback change, brings up a 2nd down and 17.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Roosevelt just call a straight QB keeper and have Wilkins do it himself. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Especially looks like Dunbar's in a cover 0 right now.
Quarterback Josh
back, he's looking under pressure. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And it is incomplete.
Colliding, that's an incomplete pass. Potential for a great pass, but nope.
Looks like we have an injured player on the field. It'll be an official. The injured player was able to make it off of the field under his own power.
Quarterback change once again. Number 1 goes back in the game.
As Burns re-enters the game.
Quarterback looking, he's looking down the field.
Burns going to take a shot over the middle, and it is in and out of the hands. That'll be number 22, Jalen Dickerson. Looks like Burns was looking for Page, who was wide open.
Brings up a 4th down for the Rough Riders. Decided what they're going to do.
But Dickerson, and looks like Roosevelt is going to leave their offense on the field, and they're going to go for it. Burns takes the snap, rolls out, looks, doesn't look like anything's there, and that pass will fall incomplete. And Dunbar will take over on downs.
Let's go.
Great job right there by the Crimson Tide defense, forcing that turnover on downs. Dunbar will take over on offense. Ball will be spotted at the 27. Looks like they may take a shot downfield. Now looks like they're going to hand it to Harvin. Haven't seen that much today, and maybe that's why. What a great job right there by this Rough Rider front 4. That'll be number 23, Marcus Cunningham on the tackle. Harvin comes into this one. That's the second leading rusher in DCIAA. The league leader in touchdowns with 11. Surprised to see that being his first carries. We're almost at the end of the first quarter, but nonetheless, Daquan Harvin, if he gets 1 carry, if he gets 3 carries, all 3 could go for scores for sure. They'll bring up 2nd down and 11. There's the snap, and they'll hand it to Harvin again, and Roosevelt doing a great job.
Hand off to the running back, couple yards, brings up a 3rd down.
Looks like we have a penalty. I'm not sure. Looks like that may be against the Rough Riders. Looks like letting the emotions get the best of them.
So, but we're gonna get the call.
If this is against Roosevelt, that's a horrible penalty. Let's see what the calls are.
Looks like it's on the Crimson Tide.
Looks like that play will be against the Crimson Tide. And that'll
looks like that was on the Crimson Tide. Is going to take them back.
I've said it before. Man, penalties, man. Like it's no excuse for Dunbar. Penalties, yo. Like at this point, it's laughable.
Brings up a third down.
It's laughable.
And 22.
If Dunbar, if they're going to repeat as DCIAA Turkey Bowl champions, they gotta get this penalty business together, and they gotta stop it. It'll be third and North Capitol for Dunbar. There's the snap. He's got to drop back. Looks like he's going to take a shot. And it's intercepted. That'll be number 3, Jamal Edwards. 20-10-5 touchdown. Roosevelt Roughriders.
Yeah, your Roosevelt Roughriders.
Jamal Edwards takes it. Oh, is that one going to come back? Uh-oh. Looks like we do have a penalty on the play. Looks like Roosevelt will keep the ball, but it looks like there was a penalty on the return. Oh no, touchdown stands. Wow. Roosevelt 20-7. Wow. Looks like that'll be charged to Roosevelt. Touchdown will stand. Looks like they'll tack it on in the extra point. Wow. 20-7. Roosevelt goes up after the pick 6 by Edwards. Oh my. Oh man. Looks like Roosevelt will still send on the extra point team. I told you guys that this Roosevelt team was going to be good. I expected a better performance by Dunbar, and one thing I think that's holding them back, they haven't handed the ball to Harvin in this game. I expected them to try to establish the run as Roosevelt will kick the extra point. Extra point attempt is good, and with 1:24 left in the first, what an exciting first quarter. 21-7, Roosevelt over the defending Turkey Bowl champions, Dunbar. So they will enforce the penalty that was charged against Rose on the kickoff. And it'll be a short kick, not mad at them not wanting to kick it to Brown. It'll be Sakai Frost on the short return, and he'll be met immediately out to about the 50-yard line.
Crimson Tide take over. 21-7 in the first quarter.
21-7 in the first quarter as Dunbar's offense will come back onto the field. Jabril Scott and the Crimson Tide offense will return, come back onto the field, looking for a better result after that pick 6 by Roosevelt. Here's the snap. Scott will look under heavy pressure, and he will be sacked. That'll be number 8, pulling some double duty, Juan Pratt. Man, Dunbar will go right to the line after the sack. That'll bring up 2nd and North Capitol Street. Roosevelt coming out firing on all cylinders. They got to finish though. It'll be Scott in the shotgun, and they'll get Roosevelt to jump. Again, I just said it. That's an easy call. Yep, that'll be encroachment. I just said it. Roosevelt has to finish. So what that means, they can't commit stupid penalties. Can't commit stupid penalties. I'm saying it one more time. They cannot commit stupid penalties. Dunbar's already really shot themselves in the foot in this one with penalties and that turnover. And then kicking it to the bad decision to kick it to Wilkins earlier. They've already shot themselves in the foot. So they don't want to do that as they lead. Looks like it'll be a toss to Harvin. Oh, what a block on the outside. Daquan Harvin. Here we go. And that is the Daquan Harvin that I've been looking to see throughout this ball game. I'm not sure why Dunbar hasn't put the ball in his hands sooner. But when you have a player like Daquan Harbin, 11 touchdowns so far this season, you got to put the ball in his hands. It's a 22-yard pickup. Scott DeHarvin. Great run after the catch by Harvin. They come out in the two-back shotgun. Looks like we have a at the end of one.
First quarter.
Roosevelt came out firing all cylinders. They lead Dunbar 21-7. Make sure you guys keep it locked right here at TSDN. You're watching our Game Time Game of the Week. Back for the start of the second quarter. Roosevelt lead 21-7. Dunbar threatening inside the 40 on their homecoming weekend. Appreciate you guys locking it in right here to TSDN for this potential Game of the Year and Turkey Bowl 51, potential Turkey Bowl 51 matchup. Roosevelt with the touchdown by Pratt, a punt return by Wilkins, and a pick six by Edwards. Dunbar looking to get back in this one. And they'll get, oh, that's a live football. Mike Brown, that'll be a huge, oh, that's a live ball. It'll be picked up. It'll be picked up by Wilkins. Wilkins makes a man miss, makes another miss, and he will be tackled inside the 10, inside the 15-yard line. Man, I said it, Dunbar cannot shoot themselves in the foot, and that's exactly what they have done. And now Roosevelt has an opportunity after that 38-yard, I guess you can say return. After that 38-yard return by Wilkins, Dunbar has an opportunity, Roosevelt has an opportunity to go up by 3 scores. Wilkins, oh, this is going to be a straight QB keeper. Wilkins breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Looks like a gain of about 5.
That's the wait moment. Got larger.
Looks like we do have a penalty on the play.
That's the offense.
That may be against the Rough Riders. No, it looks like it'll be a illegal false start or illegal procedure. Tries to the Rough Riders. And they'll repeat first down. I've said it, and I don't know how many more times I can say it for anybody who subscribed to TSDN this year or a number of years in the past. I say it every single year. Penalties and turnovers, you will not win in DCIAA like that. You're just not. And not just in DCIAA, whether it's NCAA, NFL Europe, overseas, Canadian football, you're not going to win with penalties. Penalties and turnovers, and that's what Dunbar has done. Now it'll be a handoff to Berryman. And if Roosevelt is able, looks like a gain of about 1.
Brings up a second down for the Rough Riders.
And if Roosevelt is able to put more points on the board, they'll be down by 3 scores, and they won't have anyone
clouds in the sky.
And they won't be able to blame anyone but themselves.
Bring up a timeout.
It'll be Burns' return to the game after the Rough Riders timeout. Ball will be spotted at the 7-yard line. No, excuse me, at the 15-yard line. It'll be Phillips. It'll be Pratt. Oh, that's too easy. Ron Pratt right up the middle. Touchdown, Theodore Roosevelt. And they will go up by 3 scores, 27-7 over the Crimson Tide. Oh my goodness. You talk about a homecoming spoiler, I think we are in that territory. Roosevelt gets set to kick the extra point, and extra point attempt is good. And with 10:55 left here in the second quarter.
Good, that gives us a 28-7.
28-7, Roosevelt over the Crimson Tide. Rough Riders get set to kick it away, and this time they'll give Brown. Oh, Brown. Let's see if he can make something out of this. Mike Brown still on his feet. And he will turn something He will turn nothing and he will take nothing and turn it into something. 35-yard return. And it'll come out to about the 45-yard line, and that's where the Crimson Tide offense will take over, needing to get something going. It'll be Smith on the throw. And that's kind of been the story for Dunbar. They didn't come into this thing at all prepared. Oh my goodness. I came into this one expecting it to be a close game, a highly competitive game. Dunbar, so far in the first half, has just laid a bunch of eggs. They have laid literally a whole bunch of eggs. I expected Dunbar to be handing it off to Daquan Harvin and Jaleel Smith. They have done the complete opposite. I'm not sure what the game plan was, but they need to go back to the drawing board and do it quick. It'll be 2nd and 10, and they'll find Harvin once again. Good stiff arm by Harvin. Harvin cuts it back, and he will be tackled at the 30-yard line. And it looks like we have an injured player. That'll be an official timeout.
3rd and 1.
It'll be 3rd and 1 after the Crimson Tide timeout. Looks like they wanted to get everything straight before they came out and called this play. It's a big 3rd down right here. Definitely would help to get some points on the board. There's the snap. It'll be Harvin on the keeper, and he will pick up a first down. That's a great play call right there by the Crimson Tide. Great call right there by Dunbar. That'll be a first down for the Crimson Tide. As the storm is a-brewing, looks like we're going to close the windows. Here it'll be Harvin outside, and the only thing that he ran into was a host of Rough Rider defenders. That'll be number 11, DCIAA sack leader Jalen Edwards on the tackle. Great job right there by Edwards to seal the edge. Come up, make a boom. Make a good tackle. Loss of about 5 on that play. That's a great job right there. A great job right there by Edwards. That'll bring up 2nd and long. There's the snap. Little bit of misdirection, and Roosevelt is all over it. That'll be number 3. That'll be the other Edwards brother, Jamal Edwards, who we saw in that pick 6. And he's a little gimpy getting up. That'll be an official timeout. The DCIAA training staff will check him out. After the Rough Riders timeout, Dunbar will get set for this 3rd down in North Capitol Street play. See if Smith takes a shot to the end zone. There's the snap under heavy pressure. And that'll be Harvin on the reception. And he will be tackled inside the 10-yard line. But we do have a penalty on the play. Looks like that one is in the secondary. So it looks like that one will be against the Roosevelt Roughriders. That'll be a big penalty. After that 27-yard pass and catch from Scott. From Scott to Harvin. That'll be a personal foul, face mask. And that'll be charged to the Crimson Tide. And that'll march Dunbar even closer to the end zone. This is a big drive right here. Dunbar has to finish it with a touchdown. Don't want to go into the locker room down by 3 scores. Though this Dunbar offense is explosive, they can rattle off 3 scores. But the way Roosevelt has been playing them, that will not happen in the second half. If I'm Dunbar right here, I'm handing it to either Jaleel Smith or Daquan Harvin. It's really that simple. I'm lining up, and I'm going to hand it to Daquan Harvin. If they stop me, they stop me. But I'm going to die. I'm going to go out with what works. And this passing game has not worked for them. It's the snap. They keep it to the air. They'll find Harvin. Good play. Get him in space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That'll be number 6, Daquan Harvin. On the touchdown reception, much needed touchdown drive for the Crimson Tide. That was a much needed touchdown for the Crimson Tide. I'm talking dire need. That was huge. They needed that one right there, and they got it. They'll cut the lead 28-13, pending the extra point.
40 yards. 5 yards scoring.
Okay, copy that. 15. Copy that. 15.
They'll get set to kick the extra point after that 5-yard touchdown reception by Harvin. It'll be incomplete, but looks like penalty flags fly. Looks like that may be charged to the Roosevelt Roughriders. Looks like they'll get another opportunity to re-kick. Looks like Dunbar's going to send their offense back on the field, and they're going to go for 2. I'm not mad at that whatsoever. I actually think that's a really good call.
That's what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
Especially being down now by 2 scores, I think you definitely have to go. I'm definitely not surprised to see the offense get back on the field, especially now the ball is spotted half a distance to the goal. The 1-inch line looks like. And it'll be Harvin in the Wildcat. Here's a snap. Harvin takes it himself. And second effort, and he gets in. Oh no, they don't give him the spot. They say no good. Wow, looks like the second effort he got it to me, but nonetheless, 28-13. Roosevelt.
Or you can go to your car.
Roosevelt 28-13 with 7:58 left in the ball game. In the first half. Dunbar gets set to kick it away. High kick. Looks like they're trying to keep it away from Wilkins, but it'll be Page. Nice move. Page outside. He'll be tackled. Good open field tackle right there by Brown.
16-yard return.
Looks like a 16-yard return by Page, bringing it out to about the 41-yard line. And that's where KJ Burns. This Roosevelt offense will take over with 7:50 left in the first half. They're able to sort out the confusion. It'll be Wilkins with second and West Nowhere. It'll be Wilkins in the shotgun, joined in the backfield by Pratt. His snap, Wilkins will drop back, and he's going to take a shot. Has Page. Page lays out. No, that's Wilkins laying out, but pass is too strong. Wilkins had a bit of a step. The pass is incomplete. One of those, what can you do? I'm not mad at them taking a shot on second and long. I wouldn't be surprised to see them take another shot. With Dunbar looking like they're expecting the same thing. It looks like Dunbar comes out in a cover 2 look. So let's see if Roosevelt tries a screen to Pratt. They had a screen work earlier for them. Let's see what they draw up here. Here's the snap. Wilkins will take a shot, and that is incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. Dunbar with an opportunity to get back in this one.
Right here!
Dunbar with a big opportunity to get back in this one. If they are able,
Right here!
if Dunbar is able to put more points on the board before halftime, that'll put them right back in this game. They'll be down by 1 score instead of 2 scores like they are now, and that will be huge. That'll change the entire complexity of this ball game. And let's see what happens. It'll be number 2, Mike Brown Jr. back to receive. It'll be Kerry Burns Jr. set to punt it away. Oh, bad snap. Oh, that is not what Roosevelt needed. And Dunbar will take over with excellent field position with 6:36 left here in the first half. Dunbar comes out with excellent field position after the bad snap by Roosevelt. Again, it's things that you can control. Roosevelt just gave Dunbar some life and opportunity to get back in this game. Here's the snap. Scott looks. Scott throws him. No, he'll be sacked. That'll be number 44, Javari Peaks on the sack.
And it looks like a loss to the 32, a loss of 11.
That'll be a loss of 11 as the rain starts to fall. DCIAA high school football rules. Rain can play in the rain, but we have lightning in the distance. Have to halt the game, get the student athletes off the field, clear the stands. But right now we're still live action. There's a snap. Scott will drop back. Looks like he's gonna take a shot, and it is intercepted. That'll be number 21, Justin Cook on the interception. And just like that, any momentum Dunbar had, it is gone. Just like that.
8 yards on this.
It's a snap. It'll be a handoff to Berryman after the interception. As the rain begins to fall. No lightning yet, though it is in the forecast. Hopefully we can get this one in. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain by Berryman. And they get Dunbar to jump. Dunbar just killing themselves right now. It's just, again, man, it's laughable. It's laughable. I've seen this all year from this Crimson Tide team. Luckily for them, in those first 2 games against McKinley Tech and Coolidge, they were playing teams that they were just better than. This Roosevelt team, this is a real football. This is a real deal football team. You're not gonna just commit these stupid penalties like that. And it'll be Pratt. Oh, nice cutback by Pratt. Looks like he almost coughed it up. But nonetheless, that'll be a 1st down for Juan Pratt. Ball will be
13.
gain of 13 yards on the play. Great run right there by Pratt.
Good player, man.
Again, Pratt comes into this one as the league's leading rusher. Just under 700 yards. Definitely expect him to go over the 1,000-yard mark. Looks like we have an injured player on the field. It'll be an official timeout. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 30. As the Rough Riders go under center. Now Burns back out going to the shotgun. Got trips to the left. There's a snap, and they'll hand it to Pratt. Pratt outside. Juan Pratt cuts it back. Oh, it looks like he coughed it up. Oh, that's a big momentum shift for this is Dunbar's football. This is a big. Who's come up with it?
It was a 17-yard rush and fumble.
Pratt, usually great with ball security, and it'll be Dunbar's football. Crimson Tide recover after the
17-yard rush.
Abnormal fumble by Pratt. Looks like we have a face mask that'll be charged to the Rough Riders, but Dunbar will take over. Looks like the referees are able to sort it out. It'll be 2nd and 12, ball spotted at the 48. Scott comes out in the shotgun. There's the snap. They hand it off to Daquan Harvin, and he will be tackled. Looks like a gain of about 6 on that one. Now, as the rain, as you all see, the rain is coming down really heavy right now. What I expect to see now from this Dunbar team is them abandon the passing game. Not abandon it as if, you know, well, it wasn't working, but abandon it and really become a run-first offense. They have the offensive line. They have the backs where they can do that. As they come out in a more of a bunch-heavy run-first formation, bunch trips to the left. Let's see if they hand it to Harvin coming back towards us. It's the snap. That's exactly what they do. Harvin off tackle. What a... Oh, still on his feet. What a tackle right there by Wilkins. For anyone who's been subscribed to TSDN, y'all know how I feel about defensive backs that can tackle. A DB that can tackle, I sign him right now. He can play for me. I love DBs that can tackle. If you can't tackle, you can't play defensive back for me. Great job right there by Wilkins. Coming up and making a real good tackle. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down and 8, ball spotted now at the 43 as we are now under 150 left here in the first half as Roosevelt leads by 2 scores over the defending DCIAA Turkey Bowl champions, the Dunbar Crimson Tide. Appreciate you guys keeping it locked right here to TSDN. Make sure you like and subscribe. And then share this too, man. I want to get as many people as we can watch some DCIAA football. It's a big 4th down right here for Dunbar. Scott comes out in the shotgun under heavy pressure, and he'll find Brown wide open across the middle. That'll be a 1st down, Crimson Tide. That was a big 1st down. Looks like a little bit of confusion
They will measure that. Coach has to measure
by the Roosevelt defense, and it will be a 1st down. Looks like the spot was a bit closer. We have a penalty on the play. That may be a sideline infraction against Theodore Roosevelt. As you all see, Coach Chris Harden halfway on the field, all the way to the numbers. Absolutely livid, pleading his case with the referee. You're not gonna win that one, Coach Chris. Can't, but I love a head coach that will plead his case.
Why is the ref on the field? Why is the ref on the field? I mean, why is the coach on the field?
See what the official's call is. Looks like that will be a. Yeah, it looks like it'll be unsportsmanlike. Oh no, that'll be charged to Dunbar. That'll be charged to Dunbar.
Nah, wait. What's up, man? What's up? How you doing? What's up?
Looks like an unsportsmanlike charge to the Crimson Tide. That may be what Coach Chris was arguing.
15-yard penalty. Be 1st and 25.
That'll make it 4th and 25. If I'm Dunbar, I'm sitting on the punting unit. And this will be, no, excuse me, the 1st and 10. They moved the chains, but the penalty will be the mark off. And we have, looks like that'll be encroachment. See the official's call. Looks like it'll be encroachment. First indication. Yep, encroachment charged to the Rough Riders.
First down, they got to get down to the 25, right?
I think this is the first game that each team has played in the rain. It's the first rain game of the year. The first time we've actually had any games with rain, because remember, we didn't have a 2020 season. So none of these kids, not only have they not played in over a year, other than, you know, the few games they played this year, haven't played in rain in over a year. Maybe what some of those penalties were. But nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 5 for Scott and the Crimson Tide offense. There's the snap, and I'm not sure what Scott saw, but he is lucky that that one wasn't picked off. Looking for Harvin, and that'll be number 6, Malik Berryman, on the coverage. So now 47 seconds left here in the first half, as it looks like the rain starts to slow up a bit. Bring up 2nd down and 5. Ball spotted at the 45 for the Crimson Tide. It's snap. Scott will look under heavy pressure, trying to find Harvin on the screen. He's able to find him, and Harvin will get out of bounds. And that'll stop the clock with 36 seconds remaining. Wow, looks like we have another penalty charge to the Crimson Tide. At this point, I've lost count how many penalties Dunbar has committed here in the first half. But I've said it over and 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 over about this Tide team. They commit way too many penalties to be a championship program. You're not gonna win committing penalties over and over. You're not gonna win like that. They had, I saw it in the McKinley game, I saw it in the Coolidge game. Penalties and turnovers. Yes, it's homecoming week. Yes, you know, you're excited, but you still got a job to do. That'll be 2nd and 15. Under heavy pressure, he's hit as he throws, and that pass will fall incomplete. Looking for Brown across the middle. Looks like he had a step on Wilkins. Took a big hit right there. And that'll bring up 3rd down and long. See, just like that. What started as a 1st and 5 after you got Roosevelt to jump turns into a 3rd and long. You're killing yourself. Killing themselves. You're not going to win. You're not going to beat a team like Roosevelt committing stupid penalties like this. This is exactly what they've done. They've shot themselves in the foot. Taking nothing away from Roosevelt. Roosevelt has played an amazing first half. They've done everything that they wanted to do. Established a run with Pratt. Pratt having 2 scores. They Roosevelt's done everything that they wanted to do. Established the run, forced turnovers, put points on the board. And it'll be 4th down. Oh, bad snap, and that'll bring up 4th down. Dunbar is all the way discombobulated. They need to go into halftime, and they need to get themselves together because they did not come to play today. And looks like we're gonna count it down, and it looks like that's how we will end the first half. After 28-13, Roosevelt over Dunbar. Make sure you guys keep it locked right here to TSDN. You're watching our Game Time. Game of the week. Back for the start of the second half. Roosevelt up by 2 scores, and they'll kick it away. It'll be Mike Brown on the return. Let's see if he can make something happen. Nice move by Brown, and he will get just up the midfield. Ball will be spotted at the 49. It's a good return right there by Brown.
27 yards.
27-yard return by Brown up to 49-yard line. And this Dunbar offense will take over. Coming into the second half, the number one thing Dunbar has to do is clean up these penalties. 8 penalties for 85 yards in the first half. That is inexcusable for a championship team. See if Scott can have a much better second half than he had in the first half. And Roosevelt starts the half off with a penalty. Encroachment, and they'll give Dunbar a free 5 yards, making it 1st and 5. Ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line. Again, if I'm Dunbar, I just want to play smarter football. And if I'm Coach Bink, I'm handing it to Daquan Harvin a lot this half. Less than 5 carries for Harvin in the first half. I expect that to be the complete opposite, and there he goes right there. Daquan Harvin, looks like a gain of about 2. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now, if I'm Roosevelt, I kind of just want to do what I'm doing. I don't really want to change anything. I don't want to make any adjustments, really. Just continue to play smart and sound football, because that's all they've been doing. Continue to get pressure on Scott. Continue to shut down Harvin. And then offensively, continue to feed Pratt. I think Roosevelt is in, as the old folks say, the catbird seat. It's a snap. It'll be to Harvin. Daquan Harvin right up the middle, and that will be enough for a 1st down.
Ball spotted down at 36, a pick of 8.
It'll be an 8-yard gain. That'll be a 1st down for Harvin. Dunbar go right to the line. Here's the snap. It'll be Harvin once again on the carry. This time, Roosevelt's front four is all over it. First man there, looks like it was Pratt, pulling some double duty, and number 44, Javari Peaks.
Look like there's no game.
It's like a loss of maybe one on the play. We'll bring up second down. Second down and 11. Dunbar comes out in 3-by-1 set. See if they hand it to Harvin. Once again, they do. And Roosevelt again is all over it. That'll be number 56, Tyreek Ray on the tackle. Wow. Yes, I did say if I'm Dunbar, I'm going to hand it to Daquan Harvin a lot in this half. And I can't take anything away from Roosevelt. They've done a good job holding him in check. Gonna bring up third down and long for Dunbar. There's the snap. It'll be Harvin. That's a live football. And it is recovered, looks like, by the Roosevelt Roughriders. And yes, it will be Rough Rider football. I just said it. I just said it. I just said it. Dunbar has to play smarter football. You are not going to win in DCIAA or at any level of football turning the ball over. After the Dunbar turnover, Roosevelt up by 2 scores, 28-13 over Dunbar. They'll retake the field, and they'll hand it to Pratt, who we saw recover that fumble. Pratt will take it for a gain of about 5. Again, as I mentioned about Roosevelt just a moment ago, I want to continue to feed Pratt. Pratt 2 scores so far. I want to continue to feed him. I am not taking my foot off the gas pedal. I am feeding Pratt until he says he is full. It'll be 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard pickup by Pratt. Looks like Burns is calling an audible. Looks like it'll be screen to Wilkins. Wilkins looks like he lost his footing, as we did have some rain earlier, which is stopped. And it'll be Brown Jr. on the tackle. Looks like a loss of about 4, and that'll bring up 3rd and long for the Rough Riders. This would be a great job by Dunbar after turning it over. If they're able to keep Roosevelt out of the end zone, force a 3 and out. As Wilkins goes in motion, Burns will drop back. Looks like they're trying to get a screen to Pratt, and his pass is too high for Pratt. Looks like he had blockers in front of him, but pass falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. Missed opportunity right there by the Rough Riders. But like the old adage goes, one person's trash is another person's treasure, and that is a gift to the Dunbar Crimson Tide that pass fell incomplete. And the Rough Riders will send on the punting unit. It'll be Kerry Burns Jr. set to punt. It'll be number 2, Mike Brown Jr. set to return. If I'm Roosevelt, I'm not going to kick it to Brown Jr. See if they kick it away from him, as that one is almost blocked. It'll be a short punt. It won't give Brown an opportunity for the return, and it'll take a Rough Rider bounce, and it'll be downed at about the 25-yard line. And that's what this Dunbar Crimson Tide offense will take over.
29 on the punt.
Good punt by Burns, 29 yards, and Crimson Tide will take over on offense. Looks like it'll be a screen. Good call by Dunbar, and he'll be tackled. Great job by Wilkins, defeating the block, making a tackle. That'll be number 13, Isaiah Brandon, on the reception.
32.
And I'll bring up, look like a gain of about 8. That'll bring up 2nd and about 2.
2nd and 2 from the 33.
Looks like a 2nd and about 2. Maybe a long 2. Dunbar comes out once again in the shotgun. Harvin will join Scott in the backfield. There's the snap, and they will run. Like Harvin has enough to pick up a 1st down. Looks like he gets up a bit gimpy. And he'll come out of the game for a play. It's number 23, Sakai Frost, enters the ball game. It's now with 7:29 left here in the third quarter. Uneventful third quarter so far. It'll be 1st and 10, Crimson Tide. It's a snap. It'll be a screen, and Roosevelt, they've been all over those screens in this one. That'll be number 6, Malik Berryman, blowing that play up.
No game?
So now under 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. Harvin's getting checked out on the sideline. Frost will remain in the game. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Looks like Roosevelt may send some pressure right in Scott's face. Looks like we have a delay of game. Yep, delay of game. That'll be charged to the Crimson Tide. More of the same. More of the same. More of the same. Dunbar just killing themselves with penalty. It's their 9th penalty so far in the ball game. We're just in the third quarter. And snap, it'll be a misdirection, but the only thing that was misled was that play call. Roosevelt once again all over that one. That'll be number 10, Riley Jackson on the tackle. And that'll bring up 3rd down and North Capitol Street for the Crimson Tide. I don't know what more I can say about this Dunbar team. I don't know what more I can say, what other point I can make. Other than they just need to play smart football, because they're not doing that. Scott will take his shot, has a man, and it is intercepted. That is Nehemiah Phillips, and he has running room, and he'll be tackled inside the 25-yard line. Again, more of the same. More of the same. Dunbar turning it over. Roosevelt takes over with excellent field position. After the interception by Phillips,
31 yards.
and a good return after the interception is the snap, and they'll hand it to Juan Pratt. Pratt just doing whatever he wants right now. Pratt just getting whatever he wants right now. It's like a gain of about 5, and that'll be 1st down. Juan Pratt. Looks like we have a timeout. So we have a timeout. Timeout comes with 5:05 left here in the third quarter. After the timeout,
2nd and 5 from the 19.
2nd and 5 from the 19. 5:05 left here in the third quarter. Roosevelt with excellent field position. If I'm Roosevelt, I'm going to hand it off to Pratt once again. I'm not changing anything. I'm going to hand it to Pratt, and that's exactly what they do. Juan Pratt. It's like a gain. About 5. Looks like we have a penalty on the play. Not sure what the penalty is, but looks like it is against Roosevelt. Looks like Pratt may have said something as the rain has restarted. Looks like Pratt may have said something after the play. Let's see. Yeah, there'll be an unsportsmanlike, and that'll be charged to Roosevelt. Looks like Pratt may have said something to one of the Dunbar players after that play. At this point, what we were told when I played high school football, H.D. Woodson, Coach Fullett told us, no need to talk. Tell them look at the scoreboard. That's all Roosevelt really needs to do right now. There's no reason to be saying anything to Dunbar. They just need to tell them look at the scoreboard. That'll make it 3rd and West nowhere for Burns in this offense. Looks like they were trying to get Dunbar to jump. Dunbar plays strong. Very disciplined. Calling audible. Here's the snap, trips to his right. Burns' look under pressure, evades the rush, rolls out, and he will throw it away. Looks like he was looking for Phillips. Pass falls incomplete. Gonna bring up 4th down. Roosevelt, excellent field position, but as I say all the time about penalties, penalties are gonna kill your drive. And that's exactly what happened for Roosevelt right there. Had a great opportunity to do some things with that drive. Great opportunity, great field position. Looks like they're actually going to go for it. But nonetheless, this should be a 4th and 7 at max. But now it's a 4th and 20 as Wilkins takes the snap. Looks like he's going to take a shot downfield. And it is incomplete. In and out of the grasp of Phillips. And that will be a turnover on downs. Missed opportunity right there for Roosevelt to go back up by 3 scores. And the Crimson Tide get out of a scrape, and they'll take over on offense. After the turnover on downs, Dunbar come out on offense. Ball spotted at the 33. They'll send Brown in motion. High snap. He's able to corral it. Daquan Harvin past the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Daquan Harvin. Now that is what I've been meaning to see. That is what I've been expecting out of this Dunbar team all game long. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Dunbar closes the gap, and they'll go for 2, looking to cut it to 7. And that is incomplete. Oh, we have a penalty on the play, much to the chagrin of Cunningham. Looks like may have pass interference. I'm not sure about that one, but I'm not the official. They have a much better vantage point than I do. I was big. I mentioned it earlier. Roosevelt committed that unsportsmanlike penalty, put them behind the chains, forced them into a 4th and long situation. They turned it over on downs. And the very next play, Daquan Harvin takes a 67 for a tug. And that'll be called for the 2-point conversion. And with 3:34 left here in the 3rd quarter, Roosevelt leads only by 7, 28-21 over the Crimson Tide. After the Harvin touchdown, Dunbar gets set to kick off. Back to receive will be number 5, Winston Page, and number 2, who we saw earlier with that punt return, Antonio Wilkins, back to receive. Kick is away. It'll be Page on the return. Saw him earlier with a good return. Oh, he coughs it up. And looks like Roosevelt is able to fall on it. Oh, lucky for them, because that would have been huge had Dunbar been able to recover that one. Roosevelt will take over on offense. It'll be Pratt outside. And that'll be a pickup. Looks to be about 7. Looks like we have a penalty on the play. Looks like that may be against the Rough Riders. Yep, that'll be holding against the Rough Riders. I'm going to say this now. Roosevelt cannot get comfortable, and it looks like that may be what they have done. And they have allowed Dunbar to climb back into this one, and they have the momentum. It'll be Burns. It'll be a jet sweep to Wilkins. Oh, nice cutback by Wilkins, but he will be tackled. That'll be number 11, Tristan Waters, on the tackle. That was a good tackle right there by Waters, because had Wilkins been able to break that tackle, oh man, he may have been able to make something happen. As we're now under the 3-minute mark, that'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball will be spotted at the 34. Here's a snap, and they will feed Pratt, and he will be tackled in the backfield. That'll be number 12 for the Crimson Tide. But looks like we may have a penalty on the play. Let's see what the call is. They might get Dunbar for a face mask. I didn't see one, but let's see what the officials' call is. No, actually, no, doesn't look like there was a flag. Looks like that was Roosevelt. Just upset with the outcome of that play. This is a big 3rd down right here. If Dunbar is able to force them into a 3-and-out, talk about a momentum shift, that's exactly what we will have. Looks like Dunbar's thinking about sending some pressure right in Burns' face. As Burns will be joined in the backfield by Berryman. Goes over the top. It'll be caught. Takes a big hit, but that'll be a 1st down. Good grab right there by Phillips. Good play call right there by Bobby Enoch, offensive coordinator for Roosevelt. That was a great play call. Fake the read option dive. Get Phillips right in the seam. Right behind the linebackers. Draw the linebackers up. 1st down, Roosevelt. It's snapping. They'll hand it to Berryman. Berryman finds a crease. He'll be tackled by Harvin, but not before picking up about 7 yards. Again, a great drive Roosevelt is putting together right now. It'll be a 6-yard gain, and they'll go straight to the line, and they'll hand it to Berryman again. Dunbar does a good job. Looks like we have a penalty on the play. And that'll be charged to the Crimson Tide again. Something that I said coming into this season about this Roosevelt team, as they have now adopted a no-huddle offense, it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. Running a no-huddle offense, you're able to do things like that. You're able to catch the defense in the substitution. You're able to catch the defense still lining up and calling their plays. And that's exactly what Roosevelt was able to do right there. And that'll be a 1st down after the penalty. It'll be a handoff to Pratt. It's a great job again by this Crimson Tide front 7. It'll be number 12 on the tackle for the Crimson Tide. As we're now under 1 minute left here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if Roosevelt takes a shot. We got Winston Page matched up 1-on-1 with Mike Brown Jr. That's a money matchup. Let's see if Roosevelt goes there. Looks like they're going to leave Brown Jr. on the island against Page. The fan in me wants to pan down and look at that, but I got to show you guys the play. And here's the snap. Oh, confusion in the backfield. And Dunbar will take advantage. That'll be a tackle in the backfield by Xavion Clipper. Roosevelt, they're killing themselves. They've become the Dunbar of the 2nd half. They're killing themselves right now. from my vantage point, it looks like Roosevelt went into the locker room up by 2 scores, thinking that everything was all good. But at the end of 3, Dunbar has climbed back into this one, and they've made it a ball game. Roosevelt leads Dunbar 28-21. Make sure you guys keep it locked right here to TSDN. You're watching our Game Time Game of the Week. Back for the start of the 3rd quarter, and it does not start in a good way for the Crimson Tide. He throws it up, throws it away. Roosevelt is all discombobulated right there, right here.
He was outside the top of the box. He was outside the hash mark.
Looks like they're gonna get Burns for intentional grounding.
He was outside the hash mark. 37.
Roosevelt looks like they're gonna punt it away. This is a big drive for the Crimson Tide. If Dunbar is able to put this one, ready to punch it, Dunbar is able to punch this one into the end zone, that is huge. Still a lot of football left to be played. 28-21, Roosevelt. Here's the snap. Good punt, but it's going to give Brown. Oh, and it takes a huge Roosevelt bounce, and it'll be downed inside the 10-yard line. What a punt. That was an incredible punt, and the Crimson Tide will take over at the 10-yard line. After the Rough Riders timeout, it'll be Scott and his Dunbar offense looking to tie this game up. They'll send Brown in motion. Bit of misdirection. Daquan Harvin right up the middle. And that'll be first down yardage for the Crimson Tide. If I'm Coach Bink, I'm calling the exact same play. I am handing it to Harvin until Roosevelt stops it. If you're asking me, I think this game is completely changed had Dunbar handed it to Harvin more in the first half. But that's nonetheless, 1st and 10, ball spotted to 25. Here's the snap down, handed to Harvin again. This time, Roosevelt is able to corral him. Looks like a pickup about 3. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6. If I'm Dunbar, I'm handing it to him again. I'm handing it to him again. Second and 6 after the 4-yard carry by Harvin. Looks like Roosevelt is thinking about sending some pressure. And they will hand it to Harvin. And this time Roosevelt is able to keep him in check. Looks like a gain of about 1. No, it'll still be 3rd. It'll be 3rd and 6. Doesn't look like he picked up anything on that one. With 10 minutes left, one thing Dunbar has not run so far here in the second half is a screen play. They tried to get Harvin on some screens early in the first half, but Roosevelt sniffed them out. Maybe come up with one right now on 3rd and 6. Especially Roosevelt is going to expect you to go to the air. It looks like they're going to send some pressure. Screen might be just what the doctor ordered. Nope. It'll be Harvin off tackle, and he will be tackled. Once again, that'll be number 2. Antonio Wilkins, and Harvin is slow to get up. We will take an injury timeout. After the Tide timeout, looks like they are actually going to keep their offense on the field and go for it.
whole game right here.
This is a huge 4th down. Again, I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to get Roosevelt to jump or a screen play to Frost. Here's the snap. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot, and it is incomplete. And looks like we do have a penalty on the play, but I think that'll be against the Crimson Tide as it is in the backfield, and it will be. Roosevelt is going to decline that, and they are going to take over on offense. That was a huge 4th down stop by Roosevelt and a takeover on offense. Great field position, but better yet, it's only 8:42 remaining in the ball game. After the turnover on downs by the Crimson Tide, Roosevelt will take over for excellent field position, and they do the thing that I think was the smartest. They'll hand it to Pratt. With being up by a score with under 10 minutes left, they need to keep handing it to Pratt. I would not change a thing. I will hand it to Pratt. I think it's really that simple for for Roosevelt. Just hand it to Pratt. Hand it to Pratt. He's getting at least 4 or 5 yards of carry. Just keep handing it to him. It'll be 2nd down and 2. And it looks like we have some movement prior to the snap. That'll be a false start charged against Roosevelt. Looks like they might have gotten Page at the bottom of your screen here. He may have jumped.
19 pebbles between both teams in this game.
And it'll be 2nd and now 8. No, excuse me, 7. There's the snap, and they'll still hand it to Page. Pratt. Pratt makes something out of nothing, still on his feet. But Dunbar is able to get him to the ground. Barely, but they are able to get him to the ground. Man, what a run right there by Pratt. Yeah, he didn't pick up any yards, but that kind of says everything that you guys need to know about Juan Pratt. He came into this game as the league's leading rusher for a reason. And it's been nothing but Pratt so far in this one. Now it's 3rd and long. Let's see if Roosevelt takes a shot to the end zone with Wilkins matched up at the bottom of your screen, matched up with Brown. I wouldn't be surprised if they do go there. Nope, it's going to be a keeper to Wilkins, and Wilkins still on his feet, and he is stopped shy of the 1st down marker. Looks like it'll bring up 4th and about 3. Not a bad carry right there by Wilkins. Again, I said this about Wilkins earlier in the game. Though Kerry Burns Jr. is the starter, I've heard from Bobby Enoch, the offensive coordinator for Roosevelt, that Khalil Wilkins is going to be a great player for them in the future. Shows a bit of a glimpse of it right there. 4th down is the snap. Wilkins will keep it himself. Still on his feet. 1st down Rough Riders. That was huge. That was huge. That was a money-making play. That is a money-making play right there by Wilkins. A quarterback that can do it himself, make you pay with his legs, priceless. And that'll be a 1st down for the Rough Riders. Ball will be spotted at the 14. But the most important thing for Roosevelt, the clock continues to tick down. Now we're at 6:12 remaining in the ball game. Again, I expect Roosevelt to hand it to Pratt right here. See what they do. There's the snap. Nope. Wilkins will keep it himself once again, and he's able to get outside, and he'll get out of bounds. Good job. Good job by Brown. Knifing in from that free safety spot, forcing him out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looks like he did not get out of bounds, actually. Clock will continue to run. Right now, Dunbar, 1, they have to come up with a stop, and 2, they're fighting 2 enemies right now. They're fighting the Rough Riders and the clock. Roosevelt is able to punch this one in, though. I think that'll do it. It'll be Wilkins in the shotgun. It's the snap. Oh, ball's on the ground. Wilkins is able to fall on it. That'll be a loss. Loss of about 6. One mistake. One mistake. One mistake. Roosevelt has to protect the football. They can't take crazy chances. They don't want to give Dunbar any opportunity to gain any momentum. 3rd down and 11 for Wilkins. Takes a snap. Looks, oh, he's going to take a shot. Take a shot. Touchdown, Roosevelt. We got a penalty on the play. Let's see what the officials' call is. Is that charge to Dunbar or is that charge to Roosevelt? Let's see what the officials' call is. The consensus is that Edwards may have pushed off, and that is what it is. Looks like they got Edwards on a push-off, and that will rip that touchdown off of the board. Man. Again, I'm not mad at that play call. I'm not mad at that play call at all. That was a gutsy call on 3rd and long. After the penalty, that'll make it 4th and now 3rd and 20. Wilkins will come out in the empty set. Looks like Dunbar is in a 0. See if they try. No, they'll motion Pratt back into the backfield. There's the snap. Roosevelt will send some pressure. He'll throw. Oh, that's a bad throw right there by Wilkins. And it'll fall incomplete. 4th down. If I'm Roosevelt, I'm going to go for it.
He's like the dude Steve Wilson had. And he could run too. Dude Steve Wilson. That boy was a beast left hand.
4:02 left in the ball game. 4th down and 20. Roosevelt can still pick up a 1st down. Dunbar comes out, looks to be in a cover 2 look. As Roosevelt is definitely going to the air. Here's the snap. Wilkins looks. He's going to take a shot. Has a man, and it is incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs with under 4 minutes left. Dunbar comes back out on the field. We got ourselves an exciting one. 3:53. Dunbar down by a touchdown. Retake the field. There's the snap. Handoff to Harvin. Daquan Harvin. He'll be tackled by Phillips. If I am Dunbar, that's exactly what I am doing. I am not changing anything. I am going to hand it to Daquan Harvin until the Rough Riders prove to me that they can stop me. 1st and 10 after the 1st down run by Harvin. They'll send Brown in motion. They'll hand it to Harvin again, but looks like we have some movement prior to the snap. Looks like maybe a false start. No, it looks like it's against Roosevelt. It'll be encroachment charge to the Rough Riders. The Rough Riders have absolutely unraveled in this 2nd half. If Roosevelt gets out of here with a victory, it is not going to be because of their play in the 2nd half. They have played absolutely horrendous so far here in the 2nd half. It'll be 1st and 5 after the penalty against Roosevelt. It'll be Scott in the shotgun.
did it again. That was the same thing. You got to call that.
All right, quarterback, what you doing? That was a free play, boy. What are you doing?
Approaching the 3-minute mark. Scott calling an audible. Looks like they're gonna come. Looks like they're gonna go to the left with Harvin. Looks like it was a keeper to Harvin. Daquan Harvin still on his feet. First down, Crimson Tide.
No, he hiked it to
The center got the lane snap.
That's a big first down right there by the Crimson Tide as we're now approaching the 3-minute mark. Now remember, if Dunbar does score, they have to either go for 2 to take. They can go for 2 to take the lead, or they can kick the extra point and tie it up. First and 10, ball spotted at the 47. It's a snap. They hand it to Harvin, but this time the Rough Riders are all over it. First man there, number 56, Tyreek Ray, along with number 6, Malik Berryman. If I'm Dunbar, though, I'm not going to abandon the run. Roosevelt has not shown you that they can stop it. If I'm Dunbar, I'm going to continue to hand it to Harvin. I am going to make Roosevelt stop my bread and butter back. Second down and 12. After the loss of yardage, Nelson Brown in motion. Here's the snap. Gonna take a shot, and it's almost intercepted.
Back there wide open.
wide open. All the way back there by himself. Number 2. All the way back there. See that? Number 2 all the way back.
Scott missed a great opportunity. Had Mike Brown Jr. all alone, wide open.
All by himself.
But instead, that pass is almost picked off. Now we're 2:04 left in the ball game. This is a big third down right here. Dunbar picks up this third down. Not only is that a huge momentum boost, but it keeps this drive alive with 2:04 left. Brown will go in motion once again. There's a snap. They'll hand it to Harvin, and Roosevelt is able to corral him. And that'll bring up 4th down as we're now under 2 minutes remaining. It'll be 4th down and 8. Ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line. 1:43 and counting here at Dunbar Coliseum. Dunbar picks up a first down here. Their drive is still alive. Turnover on downs. I say Roosevelt walks home with a victory. Here's the snap. Scott looks. They'll get a screen, and he will be tackled short, and the Roosevelt Rough Riders will take over on offense. I'm not sure about that play call. I would have preferred them try to get a screen play to Harvin.
4-yard pickup.
But Roosevelt will take over on offense with 1:19 left here to go in the ball game. Roosevelt gets set to punt it away. 24 ticks left. Here's the snap.
Block! It's on block!
And it'll take a huge Roosevelt bounce. And with 15 seconds remaining, Dunbar has one more opportunity. Put your seatbelts on, ladies and gentlemen. This one's finna get exciting. 14 seconds left for Dunbar to get back in this one. Game is not over. I've seen crazier things happen. Scott will take the snap. Hill looking for Brown, passes behind Brown, and it'll be incomplete. 10 seconds left. The game is not over till it's over. For you DCIAA historians, 2017, right here on this field, Roosevelt defeated Bell with 2 seconds left to win the championship. I have seen, and I quote, crazier things happen. 10 seconds left for the Crimson Tide. What a game this one has been. 10 seconds, second down and 10. Ball spotted at Dunbar's 33. Scott, oh, empty hand, and I think that will do it. Roosevelt has come over to Dunbar, and they have defeated the Crimson Tide. Only thing left is one more kneel down, and it'll be official. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Off the clock. And the Roosevelt Roughriders have played the role of homecoming spoilers. They defeat Dunbar 28-21. Appreciate you guys keeping it locked right here to TSDN. You've been watching our Game Time Game of the Week.